spend too much time.
First cousin,
Yeah.
wife, and an old maiden.
Sister, yeah.
Wife of Bud, and Ida.
Yeah.
Ida's sister.
Yeah,
Sister.
Ida was a sister. Andy Wade was the name. He always went by the name of Bud, though, and that's what put on Andy W. His son's wife's still living, you know. He's still had Mark put up with.
Irene.
Yeah. Cousin Albert Vest and his wife. And this is one of his sons that got killed in a car wreck when he wasn't but about 18, 19 years old.
It looked like he was just turned 19.
Yeah. Just in the morning of his day, in youth and love he died.
Yeah. Oh, it sure is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's her husband, Dawson.
He died quite some time ago, didn't
Yeah,
he?
68, 20 years ago. It's his father and mother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 1875. Yeah, it'd be about right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it was, he was the old hard shell, a primitive Baptist that what is to be will be. They believe that. I don't know whether you have any of those out there or not.
Well, yeah.
Everything was predestinated that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't change it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
They called him Elder?
Yeah. Yeah, the preachers, they call him Elder Sowers, Elder Moran. There was another one that they call him.
Yeah.
And that was Milton's father and mother buried there. Banks Vest. I guess I should know.
Well,
I tell you what I believe. That was an infant.
somebody.
Of Giles Vest, which was a brother to Ted
Yeah.
that you met from up in Arlington. You met him at the reunion.
Yeah.
That was his brother's. He was living in Arlington, and they had a child that was born and died, and they shipped it back here, and his wife, of course, couldn't come, and I forget, Giles came.
Yeah.
But they had me to take charge of the funeral and everything for the infant, and I believe that's about where it was. I didn't remember the name, whether they had it named, but I guess they did.
So that was
In 54, yeah, I'm pretty sure. See, Margie born for. No, that's not it, because Margie was only 4 or 5 years old. She was born. Yeah, she was been 6 years old. That's about right, because it got on Margie's nerves so.
yeah.
She was just 6 years old at that time. She will just have nightmare over it at night and just wake up crying and screaming about Daddy don't hurt the baby. And
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah. That's who it was. First cousin of my father's. He's a brother to the Bud Vest that we saw up there. That Jesse was.
Brother to Bud.
Yeah. First cousin to John Henry. This is Irma's father and mother. Here.
Oh, she was a Connor?
Yeah. Her mother was a Vest.
Oh, yeah.
She married to Sarah.
Okay.
Mighty nice young boy that died when he wasn't but 26 years old. He drank pretty heavy, and he was hauling, trucking cattle, and he had some kind of acute attack up near Washington somewhere. And I forget what it was, his pancreas or something or other, just went to the bed and he just died in an hour or two. He just fell over and died.
Buck Whitlock,
Yeah.
huh? That's one of the biggest stones out there.
Yeah, Melvin was his name. He always went the name of Buck. He died by the man that he was a married man, but he left his family.
Married?
No, they never been married. They living together. They have for years. For the last 76, they've been living together.
Ever since?
So I just noticed in her his name there. I don't know.
And here's Willie Jean. Died 10 days old.
I don't know who.
Probably somewhere in them books we got her.
Probably have.
Bet you.
Sam C. Let me see this. Yeah, evidently. Must have been maybe Doc, born in 1900. Yeah, he could have been Doc's son here. Doc Vest, he was another cousin of my dad's. They left here and went up to the west end of Floyd County and lived up there about 20-some miles from here. But he was originally raised around here, close Doc was. But not personally acquainted with too many of his offspring. But I
59, yeah.
Yeah,
I wonder what. See these corner.
Woodstones.
Yeah.
Stuck up under block there. Woodstones, some of these old ones.
This one here says
Father.
father, so father's on the left side.
Mother here.
And mother's on the right.
Martha's.
Yeah, they do look a lot older, don't they? I guess they expanded and went this way with it probably, huh?
Yeah. And here's Ted's sister.
Well, that's the one that just buried.
Just buried the day before we had the reunion. And her father and mother, Andy Pierce, and her mother. And here now is Ophadine's descendant you was talking about. This is where her father's buried, and that's her mother's got a marker there for her far mother. Her mother's still living. But that's,
this is Cindy's daddy.
yeah, Ophadine. Born in 34 and died in 85.
Well, now this Vest over here married to Vest?
Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah. Andy married Ellen, Octavia Ellen was her name. They always went with the name Ellen. In fact, I guess they were about second cousins. Andy was kind of from an older generation there.
Yeah.
I can show you in the book.
Yeah.
But that's one thing. It happened a whole lot in the Vest family. The Vests were marrying the Vests, and you take Irby's father and mother were both Vests, and this Andy was his grandfather and grandmother were both Vests. So Irby is just
he's got all kinds of blood.
Pure red Vest.
Yeah.
And when I first started dating Dot, it was over near the Parkway.
Yeah.
And her dad knew enough about the Vest family. Of course, I'd never met him or any of them. I didn't know him until she came over to school. But he found out enough about the Vest family. He didn't want her to go with me. In fact, he ordered me to keep my hell away from over there. And he told Dot that Vest married Vest till they didn't know who the kin was.
They interbred, huh?
Yeah. But it ended up after we dated, slipped around. She taught school and dated, and then we kind of slipped off and got married. And before the end of it, before he died, he thought he had 2 sons and daughter and their sister. And he evidently thought more of me than he did his own sons. He wanted to be administrator of his estate and everything.
Well, I reckon he did. So he kind of took a shining to you.
Yeah. Well, these old ones, I expect here's one of Wilson.
Yeah. Now who's that? Is that
I don't know.
no kin to us, I guess?
No.
Pretty old though, 1868.
Yeah, this was got this name of Wilson Cemetery, I suppose, was started here by Wilson.
Okay, I didn't think about that, yeah.
This whole part here, see, there's another
Well, this one back here looks like the first one put in. Oh, this is Betty Betty E. Hall. Died. Looked like somebody just etched that in there with a chisel, don't it?
Yeah. Like a knife, it's just a soapstone.
Yeah. In memory of, looks like it might have been done a store-bought, but then they kind of whittled in the rest in it. 19 or 18?
18 and 8, isn't it?
1800, I believe, 20.
Yeah.
1800. So I guess they started there on the back end and was going to work forward, didn't they?
Yeah, and it was just a narrowing here. They've added onto it on that end, and they've added some here, and I'm not familiar with the cemetery, the trustees of it, but evidently they bought more because they tore out the fence. And so
they're going farther that way, ain't they?
Yeah. But you see, burial plots in, especially around the cities, is so
expensive.
Tell just people from Roanoke and different places, if they can get a free burial spot, well, they bring people that's not any relation to anyone up here.
Free?
Yeah. Some of that's going on now. They need to.
Are they free?
Yeah. Need to put some restrictions on it. Going to have to.
You mean there's no cost whatsoever?
Well,
sure they need to. They at least need to try to recoup some of the maintenance cost.
Yeah. Well, they've got a trust fund set up for this cemetery. I think possibly enough. I don't know how many $1,000 that the interest from the trust funds will
helps
support the cemetery. But they definitely need to make
better
some
veteran. Yeah, there's a bunch of Wilsons back here. That looked like that's all that was in here for a little while, don't it?
Yeah. And then I didn't do any custom work till it was about 48 to 56.
Yeah.
But I did custom baling and picking corn and stuff all over the area. And a lot of these family cemeteries that so happen they'd have an alfalfa field right close to the cemetery, looked like.
Yeah.
And I'd get in every morning waiting till the hay got ready to bale and get out and browse around those cemeteries.
Be a lot of kids.
It's just amazing how many children under 12 years old that's died back there in the teens, 1910 to 1925.
What did they didn't have
well,
some of the shots for the things they got now, so what they died, chicken pox?
Yeah, chicken pox, diphtheria, measles. And
just a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the epidemic of diphtheria, I think, came through sometime in the 19-teens, somewhere along there, that lots of children died. Just the strongest survived. Really.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the way it is in nature, isn't it?
Yeah.
Charles D. and Linda Ann.
Yeah, I knew them. Now they were first cousin. Charles Daniel was first cousin to my dad, and then Oakley was his son, and that was Robert Lee was Charles Daniel's brother. He was the first cousin to my dad too. Evidently.
About the right year for a 1908.
Yeah, he just died
just
when
a year
just
old.
year old. So
Wasn't even a year.
No.
In fact, he was born on my birthday, October the 5th.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that was my daddy's birthday, was October 5th.
Was it?
October the 5th, 1868 was when he was born. My dad.
Well, mine was 1951, but same day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They came in on Sunday morning and eat breakfast, and they was going to Springville. They was going groundhog hunting. And I think it'd been groundhog hunting, and came back to the house, and he had a 36 Chevrolet car, a new one. And he aimed to set his shotgun to stock down on the bumper, and it slipped off the bumper and hit the right back of the hammer. The hammer caught on the bumper, just blowed the whole side of his head off.
My gosh. He wasn't but 20 years old.
Yeah. He was just a little old, well, he's a year older than I was. I run around with him a whole lot, went to school with him.
I like him.
It was Walter, your best father, William M. was.
Now, Walter, is he the one that's in Colorado?
Well, Walter Jr. is. Now, Walter practiced in, he was son of Reverend Peter Vest, P.R. Vest, and Charlotte Shockey Vest.
Huh. He died 34.
Yeah, born in 54. He was 80 years old.
Yeah, he lived a pretty good life.
Yeah.
Reverend, was he Reverend here?
Well, his father was, you see, son of Reverend.
Oh, son, yeah, that's right, William.
Yeah, he was son of.
Now, where's his father? Is his father's here?
No, his father's not buried here. His father's buried at another cemetery. I think I know where it is. Peter R. Vest. And that was his daughter, Alice. She was a school teacher for years, and that was one of his sons. Will C. was one of William M.'s sons. He died young too. Let's see, 17 and 16 was 33 years old.
Let's see. His name's on one side and hers is on the other.
Yeah.
So what they're buried, I wonder if she's buried like right here.
I think really maybe the trustees of the cemetery bought some land or pay them something other for it.
Yeah.
And some of it was donated. I think this from the road on over to the woods. There's another family owned that down there that donated that, Austin family. They donated parking area over there. Oh, yeah.
For that.
Jacob H. Jacob Henry, yeah, I know who it was, yeah. That was another cousin of my father's. Jacob Henry was his name, we called him. My dad was John Henry, and he'd get the mail mixed up once in a while. J.H. West.
He'd get his.
Yeah. He was born in 65, my father was born in 68, so about 3 years difference in age.
Yeah. She wasn't very old either, 23.
Yeah, she died with TB. I remember Verna. She's about the same age as one of my sisters. And
TB used to kill a lot of people back then, didn't it? Just eat up their lungs?
Yeah.
And Laura Ann over here. I don't think we got.
Laura Ann King Vest.
She's just kind of sitting out here all by her. Breast mother, okay, so I guess she. This is
I can't place her. Oh, two died in 44. Laura and Dan.
I've never seen that epitaph before.
No. She was, what, 78 years old?
Yeah.
David W. This is Uncle David.
There he is,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. It's David Washington. That's my father.
71 years, 3 months, 4 days. Wonder if they planted this tree here about that time. Wonder how that tree.
I don't know. I imagine the tree was here before that.
Now who's on this dog here? Another counter. Well, I bet you they planted that tree when they buried him.
I have an idea. 1860, and I was born in 1917, September 30.
Uncle David. There's just two of them there, isn't there?
Yeah. Yeah, he only had 3 children, and one of them, the boy, is buried in Roanoke, and one of them's still living, and let's see, the other one is buried here someplace, a white neck. She married a white neck. And their other daughter. And those somewhere, I'll go back out in there, I believe.
Well, that's kind of strange to have that guy there was 40 years old, but they had a picture of him when he was just a boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want that. I'd want.
Yeah, close to the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't noticed that. His wife, Lorena.
Sarah. 19 and 20, 1856.
Yeah, let me cut these down. This is my father and mother and my father's first wife. He married Betty Light first and he had 4 children. 3 of them, one of them died when he was young.
I guess you could just mow the whole thing like that, couldn't you?
Take a while, but I could do it.
So
That's my father and my mother on this side and my father's first wife on the other side.
Yeah, this has kind of growed up, hasn't it?
Yeah. And this is my half brother. It's like somebody hit that stone and got it turned sideways somehow or other knowing. That was my father. See, he wasn't 5 years old.
Yeah, he was just
Son of John H. and Letty.
a baby.
Yeah. And those are infants, children, or small children there. Well, most of those are Ted Vest that you met over there.
Yeah.
His brothers and sisters. There's about 5 of them there.
Roscoe Ray.
Here, and this is his wife, but we need to do something with the marker here.
Something busted too, isn't it?
Yeah, another one up there.
Wonder how you'd go about fixing that.
I'll show you in a minute the way one guy's fixed one up here is what we need to do.
Born and broke right across that, didn't it? September. Huh. Harriet, huh?
Harriet Swebston was her name.
Yeah.
She was Swebston married Grandpa Berry. That died young.
Yeah.
One of Grandpa's brothers that his wife went on to Texas afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sheriff of Floyd County for a few years at one time. Born in 42, departed this life at 82. He wasn't 40 years old. 39 years, 11 months, and 10 days, it says.
Yeah.
And that's
Sarah.
that was great-grandpa Samuel L. and his wife. This is great-grandfather. There's my father. There's my grandfather, and this is my great-grandfather.
Samuel L.
Yeah.
77 years.
3 months and 14 days.
And this.
That was his wife, Sarah Iddings Vest.
Iddings.
Yeah. Before she married Vest.
I-D-D-I-N.
G-I-N-G-S.
I-N-G-S. Here's James M.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one you, okay.
Just built him a farm and poured full of slush concrete.
Oh,
and
yeah.
lay that in there.
Yeah.
Now, that's what we got to do for those.
Y'all were going to come over here and do one or two like this we never did.
No, we haven't got around to it.
Daughter C.J. and Sally Vest. She's a year old.
Yeah. Let's see, C.J. I can't place that. But now this was Samuel A. Vest. You see down there was Samuel L. Now he had a son named Samuel A. that was a brother to Grandpa Berry. Samuel A. and this was Samuel A.'s wife of S.A. Vest. This was Samuel A. Vest.
19 and 22.
Yeah. He's the one that I can barely remember seeing him. I was telling you the other night, visiting an aunt of mine with the 2-horse Surrey.
Yeah.
If he died in 22, I was born in 17. I must not have been over, say, 4 years old or something or other. Whenever I saw that Surrey.
Yeah.
This James Connor. She was John Vest at way out yonder. She was his daughter. She was the daughter of John Vest.
He's just a year old too, wasn't he?
What?
Roscoe right there.
That was one of Cousin Ellen's children.
Just live to be 3 years old.
Uh-huh. In fact, all there's 4 right there that was Cousin Ellen's and Cousin Chris's children. Ted and Cliff ought to be willing to contribute something to upkeep of this cemetery, but they haven't never said anything about it. I mentioned Clinton one time. And this was Mary E. Connor. When we passed those houses up there,
Yeah.
where I showed you was one of my, was my great aunt. They called her Polly. I don't know, her name was Mary, but she always went to Polly. Married John Aaron Connor. I can remember seeing her. Well, I don't remember seeing her. I remember going up there with my daddy one time, but I can't remember what she looked like.
And now,
Miriam.
man. And this is you John Armstead. Oh, this is,
That's Glenn Vest's daddy.
yeah.
And now right here,
Samuel something.
this is that soapstone there. I thought maybe it might be. This was a Samuel Vest, and this was Mary Vest, wife of Samuel. I don't know
And
which.
right here is a Sarah.
Yeah, I don't know which Samuel this was now. Died in 1911. I can take that book and find out. And now here's a Samuel D. Vest. And a Corey Vest.
Tennis shoes up there.
Yeah.
Here's a George and Ella Gage.
Yeah.
You never make that out.
Wife of Vest. Taking brush that good with something other than that mall salt.
Right here is where Arthur Vest was buried. You know that little short
Yeah. Yeah, this is all of that set of the Vest and the Peterses and so on.
Right here is Mary.
Yeah. This is a row right in here. But this Sam. Now I'll take the book and trace them up a little bit. This is Samuel D. was he died in what was the Emmett Pete's wife's daddy? It was a Samuel Vest, wasn't it? So this was his people. This Samuel that died in 35. That Samuel Vest was Lyra Pete's daddy, Samuel. And this was Samuel D. was one of his sons. They all named their one of their sons after him. They didn't put Junior. They just put a different initial on him.
Now Cora, it's got a Willis up on the top.
Yeah, she was Cora Vest married Willis, I guess. Do you remember whether Lyra Pate had a sister named Cora that married a Willis?
Don't know who she married, but she had a sister Cora.
Well, I think that must be a daughter of this Samuel up here. And then he had this was his son that died in the army evidently, and he was born in 1902.
He wasn't but 19, was he?
No, but evidently he's in private company, 34th Regiment, and died in honor of his country. So I guess he must have been in service when he died.